3, 2, 1. Hey skiers and boarders, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here in Charlotte, North Carolina. What an icy mess we had today across the southeast. The North Carolina mountains got hammered with the nice storm, and that extended up into the Virginias, West Virginia, some thick ice as well, almost all the way up into western Maryland on the warm side of the system. But on the backside, there's the snow. It's going to be making a comeback in about 24 hours or so. By this time tomorrow, we're talking Wednesday night, we're going to see snow spreading back into the North Carolina mountains, the West Virginia mountains, and western Maryland. We're going to see this backside disturbance rotate in, and then we're going to get into some, what I would call some lake-enhanced snow, but also some northwesterly flow snow that's really going to crank up. Again, each day you'll probably see a dusting to an inch or 2 inch, but it's going to start on Wednesday night and probably go right into the upcoming weekend, which means over a 3 or 4 day period, we may add 2 to 4 inches in North Carolina, maybe 3 to 6 inches up in West Virginia. That is up until we get the system this weekend, which I'll talk about in a minute. Here's our futurecast snowfall forecast. Notice as we go into Wednesday night, into Thursday morning, that's when we start to see the snow pile up. Again, 1 to 3 inches, a couple spots near 4 inches. Could see maybe 3 to 6 up in West Virginia. But as we go into the upcoming weekend, we'll see another storm. But in the next couple days, if you're doing some midweek skiing, expect some freezing rain changing to snow pretty quickly on Wednesday night. Temperatures for the next couple of days will be basically in the 30s for highs, 20s for lows. As you come down to North Carolina, snow developing Wednesday night into Thursday. By Friday morning, about 2 to 4 inches. Again, same story here. Temperatures in the 30s by day, but morning lows in the 20s. I'm excited because March looks like maybe the most active weather month we've had this winter. It's hard to believe, but some of the coldest air of the entire season starts to move in this upcoming weekend as a big trough digs into the eastern half of the country. The North Atlantic Oscillation, which is an oscillation we look at for East Coast cold and storminess, is going negative and is about as low as it's been the entire winter. So it's hard to believe. Normally we start winding up the season. It actually looks like in many cases we may have the best skiing, at least weather-wise, going into the month of March. This weekend that big trough digs in and we've got a quick moving little system that's going to dump snow up and down the spine of the Appalachians, maybe even east of the mountains. This could be a really good snowmaker, and yet there's another one coming Tuesday night into Wednesday next week, and maybe a third one by next Friday into Saturday. So every single storm here for the next 2 weeks is going to have the potential to produce some major snows in the southeast because we've got the cold air in place. The big trough of cold air will be sitting over the eastern half of the country, maybe through the entire month of March. Speaking of those temperatures, this is going into next week. Look how cold these temperatures are. These are teens and 20s. So not only is it going to be cold enough for Mother Nature to make snow, if you want to make some man-made snow at any resorts to maybe finish up the season strong, I think we'll be able to do so. I don't see any stopping this ski season, at least until maybe the end of March or early April. This may be one of the best ski seasons for length that we've had in a long time. So just more good news here as we go into the month of March. It really looks like it's coming in like a lion for all the skiers in the southeast. I hope you have a great week. I'll be back on Thursday night with an update going into the weekend. If you're heading to the summit, we should have some good news for you coming up this weekend. Until then, as always, think snow.